What's up, folks? Once again, it's time for another League of Legends commentary. Man, I'm just pumping these suckers out. I really enjoy the snooze spectator mode because it's just so much easier for me to make videos for you guys now. And this time I joined up into a game with a couple of people that I know. This one is gonna have I Will Dominate from, I'm sure you are aware, they just changed their name, didn't they? And then Sai, who usually plays Soraka, but this time he's gonna be playing Nidalee, so we'll see how that goes. And let's see, this guy, Nian, I can never say this guy's name right. Nian Tanso, who was Sivir in the last game I commentated, and then Yazuki, which he was actually Fizz last time as well. He was Jungle Fizz. Is he playing Jungle Fizz this time? Actually, he's going to be playing Mid Fizz. So I imagine last time, I don't know if he was planning on playing Jungle Fizz or if that's what he was kind of shoved into. You know, that's the role he was shoved into. Maybe he thought he was going to play a solo Fizz, but he was forced into playing the jungle when the other chick was like, no, I'm going top lane. So anyways, we'll see how this goes. This looks like a better team comp. They do have a Morgana as well. Lee Sin will be jungling. Really strong team comp. Over here though, this one could work out well. Also, you're going to have Katarina in the middle, and actually Fizz is going up top lane, which makes sense because Morgana is going to be your mid laner, and normally Fizz can do top or can do the mid lane just as effectively, and somewhat depends on who you're up against. I actually feel like he's gonna have a little bit of trouble against this Nidalee, just because Nidalee has some pretty good harassment, and we'll see if that is the case or not. Mundo is gonna be really scary. As most of you guys know, Mundo is one of those junglers that is just real frustrating to deal with. And so, reason for that being, he's really strong in the jungle. He can actually counter jungle people quite well. He's very fast in the jungle, and his ganks are actually pretty strong because if he lands a cleaver on somebody, then he's going to be able to stick to them really well. He's got big damage when his health is low, and whenever you jungle, your health is normally a little bit lower. So there's a lot of things about him that are really good. So let's take a look here on this bottom lane and see if we can watch for those grabs, as Treebeard is going to most likely go for those grabs at any chance that he gets. He has a ward in that bush on the bottom so that if necessary, he can actually pick those guys up from, whenever they're hidden in that bush. He'll know when they're there. I think right now they're going to be playing safe. They're not going to be making any silly mistakes. Hopefully, I Will Dominate just coming in there and doing a little bit of poke there, jumping backwards with his Valkyrie to make sure that he doesn't get caught in a bad situation. And middle lane is probably going to be having a little bit of trouble against this Morgana because he's going to get shoved really hard, and I think it's going to be up to this Mundo to do some work. But hold on a second, Norse Champ now getting jumped onto. Takes a little bit for Vayne to really get going. She's got a tough early game, and so they know that, and they're going to try and take advantage. But top lane now going to have an engage happening. Yazuki getting destroyed there. First blood going in for Sai, but just a little bit too late. Lee Sin gets in there, is able to pick up that kill luckily, so that's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. And let's see, it doesn't look like Fizz is going to be losing a whole lot of creeps here. On the other hand though, by the time Sai gets back to the lane, he's actually going to probably pick up a couple of these creeps and not really lose out on too much himself either, whereas Fizz is going to lose out on everything that Nian Tenso took. So let's take a look here. Trees no Akuma, is that what that says? That's his name. Tien's no Akuma. Alright, well, I'll just call him Akuma. That's my favorite Street Fighter champion. I love playing Akuma. He's got so many more spells and like different ways you can use. He's really squishy, but anyways, back to League of Legends. So I'm curious, I haven't seen any grabs happening down here, and I'm not sure if that's because Blitz does not want to grab them or if he's just not able to find any good grab opportunities. Sometimes when you're playing Blitzcrank against a really difficult lane that's very strong, such as this down here, you sometimes don't want to pull them into you because they will kill you. And in this case with the Leona, if he were to, for example, pull Leona, she could stun him, and then as he starts to run away, she's got Zenith Blade to stop him once again. Now top lane looks like it might get a gank here. I'm going to actually peek at this here for just a little bit and try and keep my eye on both of these lanes here because there's a lot of action happening. But if Sai pushes up just a little bit further, he's going to get hit with the Q right here. Is it going to happen? And there he goes. He jumps in, going to go for the slow first so that he makes sure and hits it, and he's going to save that Q just in case she tried to flash away or run away. So that was a really good gank by Lee Sin there, coming in at the most perfect opportunity. And I like what he did. Rather than trying to start with his Q, he did his Iron Guard or whatever it's called. Actually, what is that called? I'm curious. I don't play Lee Sin. Safeguard, so I was close. Safeguard Iron Will. I just kind of combined them. So he uses a Safeguard to get to an allied creep, and then boom, he uses his slow right away, which makes it so that sometimes you can miss that Q on accident, and that will alert them to your presence, and you won't be able to get that gank off as successfully. Whereas now, what he's done is he's allowed himself to slow her down, and then if she runs away, then he can hit that long-range Q and you know, go for the kill from that. Now here comes a gank on the bottom lane. Sick Motion actually backed off, and then they engaged. So, oh, really bad. Dominic gonna get caught inside the tower. That heal will just barely keep him alive. So very, very close call indeed, and that was unfortunate for him to get grabbed. That's one great thing about playing Blitzcrank is whenever people try and engage on you like that, you pull them into your turret and really go for some sick stuff. But here's Dreamy Ant gonna flash down, has his ultimate, popping that ignite, and is going to take the kill, will fall in return, but there's the grab. Sick Motion gonna go down. Looks like Shumate just needs a little bit more to fall. He's gonna grab that kill. Sick Motion actually picks up a double there after taking down Morgana, picks up Lee Sin, so that wasn't too bad. Keeping it fairly even there. That was a close one. I'm surprised. I really thought he was going to die, but that fact that he hit level 6 allowed him to stay just enough. And Tien's no Akuma coming down here. They are both low health. He's going to go for the kill. Uses that knock-up, though. Treebeard going to get a kill here. And Akuma not going to grab. Oh, actually, that Ignite will take it. That's a 1-for-1 trade. And if not for having a Blitzcrank, I think it would have taken a double kill there. But that's the cool thing about Blitzcrank is he is very effective against a Katarina. So that's one thing that Katarina is going to have a lot of trouble with this game, is dealing with the fact that Treebeater is going to run in there and interrupt him every time he does that ultimate if he's playing correctly. And that's exactly what Treebeard has to do once this game gets going a little bit further and gets, into those team fights and the like. So, you know, another thing that I like to do, and this is just kind of a off topic here, is I'd like to start doing a lot more videos. I in the past kind of do a few here and there when I get a chance, but now that I'm in my own new apartment, I have a lot of extra time in to myself really, where I'm not being interrupted, and now that we have the spectator mode, I'm able to do a bunch of these commentaries. So I'd kind of like to see in the comments below, what would you guys think is a good number of videos? Like, how many would be too much for you, or what is too little? How many commentaries would you like to see? I was trying to get some ideas, and I noticed that, like, for example, in the last week or so, I was looking at Husky's StarCraft channel, and he's done like 16 videos in the last week or so. Of course, they're not all commentaries. Some of them are him like playing StarCraft 1 and like a vlog or something like that. But combine all of my different videos, I've done like 8 in the last week. So what would you guys think? Have I been doing a good number now, or would you like to see more, or what? Or would you like to see different types of series? What kind of videos would you like to see? Would you like me to focus more on individual champions like I've done in the past, where I'll just watch Corki, for example, or I'll just watch Sick Motion running around, and so you can see exactly how to play that champion? These are the kind of things that, I actually do read the comment section below, so if you would like to see certain things, definitely let me know. And if you guys agree with whoever writes something, hit that thumbs up button so I definitely see that comment, and I really do take into consideration what you guys are talking about. But anyways, once that's done with here, we've got some more action happening in mid lane. Looks like Akuma is trying to farm up as best as he can. He's not actually having as much trouble as I was expecting. I was really thinking that Morgana is just going to shove this lane up constantly against him. Oh, nice binding there, though. Actually got that one off right at the edge, and I didn't expect that to hit. Let's see how top lane's doing. I was thinking that Yazuki's going to have some trouble. He did get some help from his jungle. That gank was really strong, but let's see, 49 to 67. So as expected, he is going to be falling behind just a little bit from what Sai is able to do. And is he building AP? Yeah, he's actually. Oh, he's going to go for the DFG build, which this is not something I normally see a lot. And here's the gank gonna happen onto the Morgana. Is it gonna be enough to take her out before she picks up her own kill? Yes, it is. Ignite goes down, but is not enough to actually clean up Tian's no Akuma. And now bottom lane, some action is happening as Dominate's gonna be placing down some big damage from Shoemate's passive being popped. And nice job, he does take the kill there. Champ is going to be backing off as fast as possible, using that health potion to try and keep himself alive. Wow, pretty sick fight. And down up in the top lane, Sai looks like he will fall there, getting smacked heavily by that Q. And I have to say, Lee Sin is doing big work there. Exhaust goes down to try and do some work on easy sick motion. But one cleaver is all he needs. Oh my god, if that Q would have hit, that's all. The creeps take the kill for sick motion. He really wanted to bait that out, but it was not going to happen. I will dominate. Takes out the Vayne on the bottom lane. In the meantime, one more tower hit would have killed him, but he was able to just barely skate out of that one. So a lot of very close calls happening this game, and that's really exciting to watch when people are like, oh, just ticks away. And I know that when I play this game, I get so pissed off if I'm about to kill somebody and they get away with like 10 HP and then I die. I'm like, why? But that is the game. And so, you know, this kind of just shows the importance of maybe one extra Doran's blade, or possibly, you know, having the correct masteries and things like that to give you a little bit of an advantage over your opponents. Because those little bitty small things really do matter. That little bit of extra magic resist, or that little bit of extra armor. And so when you're planning out your rune pages, you have to take those things into consideration. For example, let's take a look. The Katarina has a pretty significant amount of armor and magic resist. So I imagine her rune and mastery pages revolve around some defenses so that she can survive this middle lane encounter against the you know, AP carries and take a little bit of poke in return for jumping in there. And that's the thing you have to do on melees, is you have to get those resists. Sai now taking big damage. Shark gonna go down, knocks him up in the air, will fall probably before Lee Sin even gets there to help out. All he needs is one last dash, and that's it. I think right now this Yazuki kid is actually way stronger than Sai is able to deal with. And you know, he just had to get to that point where he has a couple of items and he's able to actually trade with Sai. Now, early on, of course, he was going to be falling behind, but I think as the game goes on, he's going to start winning out on these fights, especially when he lands those sharks. You'll notice that even without that shark, he was beating her, and if she just ran away, he would have been ahead at that point. So we'll have to see whenever she comes back if that was just a lucky break from Yazuki, or if he's going to continue to get destroyed. And he actually takes out the turret top lane, so he's doing really well. I am almost out of water, folks, and that's going to be terrible because my voice is going to die. So hopefully this game doesn't go like an hour, or I'll probably pass out from exhaustion and lack of ocean in my throat. So actually that would be terrible. Ocean water is disgusting, all that salt. I hate salt. I don't put salt on any food that I eat. And if I like get guacamole from the store and it's too salty, I can't stand it. But I love guacamole. I really like guacamole. In fact, I should make my own guacamole. Do you guys know how to make guacamole? You just get some avocados, and actually I like to eat avocados like straight up. I'll just get a spoon, cut it down, and this is gonna be bad. We have Dreamy coming down, and can he get a gank coming in? There's the ultimate, gonna place that down and flashes out, the Leona does, just in time to avoid getting stunned. So 5-man gank on bottom, unsuccessful, while Sai is able to push the top turret. So really not a good trade-off, but if they take this dragon, that will probably help even things out. This is going to be really close. They know they're doing this dragon, so blue team is coming in, going to sandwich them from both sides. The fish does miss, not successful. Akuma taking the kill onto Blitzcrank. Yazuki going down, so much damage. There's the double kill from Corki. That's 3 deaths now from purple team. I think that they did get their dragon, but the 3 kills are going to be better than dragon. Now, if Niantanso goes down, that's 4. That's 4 deaths. Could we see 5? That's going to be the ace right there. Nice job from Akuma, and not exactly the place you want to be in. Dragon is, you know, nice, but when you lose your entire team and now a turret, not worth it. All right, well, I've got some orange juice. Dude, I love orange juice. Florida's natural, not from concentrate, with pulp. That's how you do it right there, dudes. Because, like, I don't like that fake stuff. Well, it's not fake, but the from concentrate is not good. And then when they don't have the pulp, it doesn't really taste like straight up oranges. I want to taste like I literally just like took a bite out of an orange. I'm just like, you know. That's what I'm talking about, kids. Alrighty, now we're gonna be seeing everybody group back up, hopefully, and let's avoid any crazy fights like that are gonna shut you guys down. They're now down by 7 deaths, and ooh, look at this, Yazuki doing some work. So he tried to do some poke onto Sai. It wasn't actually as much damage as I thought was gonna happen. Last time I looked up there, he was just wrecking her, but I imagine he had kind of the jump on her. Maybe he had the red buff too, so I cannot remember. Whatever. In any case, we've got Niantanso coming around from behind, and I don't see any wards there. Ooh, what happened? Let me go back a second. I missed a kill. So it looks like Akuma was able to pick up something onto Dreamy here. And he's just going to jump straight on. Oh, with the DFG, and then going straight in, using the ultimate. Every single one of them getting in there. And she just gets wrecked so hard. That was a pretty good play. He actually hits the DFG. Oh, it wasn't DFG. I was like, what? Okay, so Hex Tech. So he actually hits the Hex Tech right before she uses her magic skills, so she was slowed, and that allowed her to get all of those ultimate ticks off. And plus the Ignite was just enough to finish him. Kuma now gonna jump straight up onto Yazuki using the ultimate, almost getting pretty much the full thing off, and you know, it takes a while for that fish to knock Akuma up, and therefore he was not able. Ooh, that play. He knew that he was gonna get chased by the Lee Sin, so he puts down his own ward, blinks to it just as Lee Sin blinks to his ward. Akuma now gonna be able to take out that Lee Sin as he got baited backwards, and that's just a terrible place to be in. Unfortunately, you know, he goes in, he thought he can get the kill, but this Akuma kid, he's doing really well this game. I had to give him big credit. He's playing Akali like a beast. And, you know, this is Akali, not Akali, sorry. Shoot, what the hell is her name? I just took it, Katarina, my bad. So this is Katarina, free week, I believe. So, you know, she's definitely not the easiest champion to play, but, excuse me, if you can figure out her intricacies, she's really, really strong. She does have her counters. Obviously, if there's a lot of stuns on the team and a lot of interruptions, then that's really going to be a problem. But in this case, they only have a Blitzcrank that can knock her up. Oh my god, Sai getting destroyed there. He just went in all by himself. Instead of going for the Baron, so he kind of sacrificed himself so the team could get that. Oh, ultimate gonna hit everyone, but he dies so fast it doesn't matter. Dominate will fall there as he is shut down through Vayne getting that kill. She flashes over, will die to Akuma. Now is unstoppable. Sick Motion picks up the Lee Sin, and Yazuki is so low, but don't think that he's gonna get caught at this point. He does have that trickster to help himself get away faster. So this is looking pretty good. Right now, not only are they up like a bajillion kills here, they just picked up the Baron. And so I have to give them a lot of credit. I mean, it felt like they were having a little bit of trouble, but this Akuma kid is just completely demolishing now. And, you know, I will dominate getting the kills racked up heavily. So they're just carrying so hard right now. Infinity Edge built up for him. Oh my god, she not only, okay, so she's got Hex Tech and a Deathfire Grasp now. So she's going for You know, she's got 2 active abilities on her items in addition to the big burst that she's already got. So she's going to be able to literally leap right on top of somebody and chunk them for almost their entire HP bar. And that's going to be probably one of the most terrifying things, is like you see Katarina come in on you like that, and if you're not like really far away, she can literally just jump on you and insta-give you. And that's going to be pretty much the case until really late game. With 9 kills and 169, she has more CS than anyone else on the team as a melee versus Morgana. She's out farming Morgana. So this Katarina, man, that's I have to give props. Damn, and they can't even take. This is basically a 3v1. Sigmotion doesn't afraid of anything. He's taking it like a man, and they said screw that, back off. Sigmotion too strong. This Mundo is a beast. He's 5-0-8 right now. He's got a Warmogs. He is pretty much not affected by their abilities at this point in time. And it looks like top lane getting shoved in hard with that Sai just doing some split pushing. Wow, nice Valkyrie actually dodging out the Q from the Lee Sin. There is the fish, and that's going to be just enough to finish him off with the DFG. He's going to take that out using his trickster to escape from the turret. And oh my god, Akuma doing work, blinking to each person, grabbing a double kill right away. Misses the ultimate from Drimiat, is going to take him out. Actually, Shoemate grabbing the kill from just probably one last little attack. And holy crap, this Katarina is deadly. Here comes Sigmotion, going to be running in there, and Treebeard does not want any piece of that at all. Going to knock him up before running away, gets exhausted. Will he tower dive this? I think that he can definitely do it. Nice ultimate from Shoemate, going to hold him into position just long enough for Easy Motion to take the kill. That Psyx is coming in from behind, and Shoemate going to hold him down if he can get one last stun, and that's enough. That's going to be Norse Champ falling, and Tosh is coming in here. And just right before the surrender, man, these guys got snowballed on so hard that Katarina just wrecked shop. And I have to give him big props. He played this game so incredibly well. For a while, it was doing okay, but like there was just a moment in the game where the Katarina got so completely out of control. There was nothing that they could do, and then Dominate started pulling ahead. Holy crap. Great game, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Leave me a comment down below what you think about my thoughts from earlier, as well as what you thought about this game. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it. This is Kobe Cheese. Peace out.